Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So got another baseball play for you guys today on a busy day. There is a lot of value out there, lots of different dynamics at work here. So hope to keep it going what we've been doing in Masterclass lately. Picked up another win yesterday in Masterclass, won our big play again, coming off a day where we smashed every one of our big plays. So keep that momentum going today. Fingers crossed anyway. So I did a recap of yesterday's pick. So yes, we were minus 240 at one point live to win that bet, but you cannot expect to win a 1-0 game in Colorado. You need to generate more offense. I really think the turning point in this game was when we had runners on second and third, and we could not bring them in no matter what we tried. And really, from then on out, it was Cincinnati's game. So disappointed with how that went, especially considering, how I capped it and how much value I thought was in the game. And really, having this win here would have been would have turned a good day in Masterclass into a fantastic day. So it's just disappointing on all ends, but it is what it is. I did another video as well as, my follow-up to this yesterday where I talked about, our bigger play yesterday and the importance of looking for the right way to bet games. All right. So, obviously, first thing comes to mind, we think there's going to be a lot of hits in the game. We think, okay, the over, right? You think there's going to be very few hits in the game, and, you would lean towards the under, right? But there's always alternative ways to look at it. The way we went yesterday on that game was just straight betting the hits. Now, if we had bet the over, we would have lost. But we bet over hits, okay? They ended up with 20 hits in that game. But we were looking at a massive decrease in expected home runs. Expected hits up, expected home runs down, and we were on the right side of that play. So again, it's important that you look at different variations, different ways that you can focus and try to find the best ROI. Okay, it is not always as simple as just betting the totals or betting a side. Okay, there's other bets where you can bet hits, runs, and errors, right? You have an advantage in both, and why not take advantage, right? If you have a day out there where you're looking for an increase in home runs, extra base hits, singles, and there's a poor pitching matchup versus the hitters, why not go with a hits, runs, errors prop, right? Just give yourself that extra opportunity to make profit. So always be looking for alternatives. I'm going to keep, this one a little bit shorter today because I do want to go through this play. But always be looking for alternatives. Don't shortcut anything in sports betting, okay? Once you're on a side, that's great. You have determined there's value, you've narrowed it down, but your job's not done, okay? It's not a matter of just locking in. Now you got to ask yourself the question, do I bet this as a side or total? Do I bet this as a first 5 inning? Do I bet this, live, right? Is this an opportunity I can set myself up for maybe get a better line live, right? Or is this going to be some kind of alternative, like a prop bet where I'm going to bet hits in a game, or I'm going to bet the hits, runs, errors, or, yes, run in the first inning. No, there's a million different ways you can exercise your right to bet on a game. Don't just typecast yourself as just a straight and total better, right? All right. So for today, guys, we're going to go with Houston and Chicago Cubs over 8.5. Got a couple systems on here coming at 56 and 57%. And I know for some people who are new following me, you think 56, 57%, that's not that great. Yeah, it is. In sports betting, it is. And I know that people's ears have become acclimatized to hearing the guys running around saying, we're hitting 65% and we're hitting 70%. Just, no, they're not. Greatest of all time hit 57%. Billy Walters. Well documented, okay? No one has ever done better than Billy Walters, myself included. When we hit 56, 57% systems, that's strong. Okay, above and beyond that, we got a nice money distribution. Absolutely. Just looking at the money distribution, we got sharp money on our side. Above and beyond that, if we want to confirm that sharp money, pretty simple to do. We got 7 steam and reverse line moves at 8.5. Okay, there's only one steam move on the under, and that was when that line bumped up to 9, and then steam came in, and the line back to 8.5, where again, the sharps seem to be gobbling up 8.5. And this is what I talk about when I talk about watching for buybacks and stuff, because obviously there was someone out there, a sharp, who liked the under in this game, but no way in hell was going to grab 8.5. He waited patiently. That line eventually got to 9, and he bet it back to 8.5, where the over sharps can eat again. All right. The other thing to talk about here It's rare that you have somebody not playing in the game that's going to have such a big influence on games. In basketball, we see it from time to time with the refs, but in baseball, you do see it more often with umpires because umpires have tendencies. All right. I've talked about this where, we have a system where certain umpires favor right-handed pitchers over left-handed pitchers, and it has exactly everything to do with where they line up over the catcher. Okay. Not every umpire lines up in the same space, and their viewpoint of where right-handed pitches come in from versus where left-handed pitches come in from. And that has greatly influenced their decision making, lefty versus righty. Okay. Every umpire has a different strike zone. Every umpire has different temperaments. Okay. You can look at a guy like Vic Carapazza, who is a legitimate narcissistic egomaniac, who he needs to take over games. It is his need to control every aspect of a game. And if you get on his wrong side, he will call strikes that are 6 or 7 inches outside of the plate, just out of spite. In terms of statistics, he is statistically the worst umpire in the league. So, anyways, they let him get away with it. But what we're looking at here is Edwin Moscoso is an enigma. The man is a system all to himself, all right? He's umpired 84 games behind home plate. And his average amount of runs, I want you to think about this, is 9.5. That's how many runs have been scored when he's been the umpire. An average of 9.5. Do you know how many massive blow-up games you have to have an average of 9.5 runs per game? Average. It's insane. I've never seen an average that high. If you blindly bet every single one of Edwin's games over, you're hitting 62%. Okay, we're talking about Billy Walters, the greatest of all time, hitting 57%. And then we're just talking about just blindly betting every one of Edwin's games over and hitting 62%, okay? 52 games to the over, 32 to the under. Very, very strong. So look, we're never going to come out here and never going to, maybe with Edwin we might, right? We typically don't want to come out and say, there's a good over umpire, we're just going to blindly bet this game. We got a lot of nice things lined up on here, guys, and that's what makes a play. And I think that we have the right way to bet this game. All right. Again, just to reiterate, as I said before, there's a right way and a wrong way to bet on every single game. And you just got to find, even if there's 3 right ways to bet on it, find the one that's just slightly higher ROI. That's fun to me. I don't know about you guys, but that's part of this job that I absolutely dig. And it's fun on days like yesterday when, there's 2 possible ways to bet a game and we pick the way that wins and we don't bet the way that loses. And that is a massive swing. All right. So we got a lot going on today in Masterclass. I already mentioned it, guys. Our props have been so lights out. It's been ridiculous. But we got the busiest day of the year, I believe, in terms of props so far. Definitely in baseball. We have an absolute ton of props, and there's a great amount of value out there, and hope to take advantage. So if you're interested, guys, benderwins.com. It's $99 a month. Gets you my full card every single day. And all my masterclass educational videos. I got another masterclass daily video coming out today where I'm going to recap some of today's games or go through some of today's games, talk about the value, because there is a ridiculous amount of value out there today. And I want to walk people through it because it's going to be good. All right, guys, benderwins.com. Best of luck, and we'll see you soon.